Clash Royale is one of the most impactful mobile games ever created. Through over the years, many things were added, changed, and deleted. So in today's video, I closely studied all of the updates and created the nostalgic history of the Clash Royale. We will get through paying gold for the battles, chest for 250,000 gems, and at the end of the video, how developers ruined the rarity of legendary cards with Pass Royale. But to better understand this story, we need to get back in time. On January 4th, 2016, Clash Royale was released in beta for the first time in select countries. The company standing behind Clash Royale is Supercell, that is also known for games such as Brawl Stars and Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans has a lot in common with Clash Royale, including characters, currencies, and overall art style. This similarity made Clash Royale more attractive to established Clash of Clans players who could play their favorite game in a completely different formula. Supercell relied heavily on Clash of Clans creators to advertise their newest game. But what exactly did it look like then? The first version considered only 7 arenas and 42 cards. There was no specific meta at that time. Everyone played their own decks, which looked similar to each other compared to what we have today. However, if you wanted to play battle, you had to pay gold. Yeah, today it sounds crazy, because sometimes you can even get extra gold for getting crowns on battles. That was the hard reality that all of the veterans had to survive. But that's nothing. Even crazier was that the Expo could target air troops. Imagine this today with the Tesla evolution in the deck. One of the old facts that only veterans remember is that when your enemy left the match, a notification would appear on the screen. So back then, you could fast rush the enemy, while today, you are thinking that he's just waiting for a double elixir. Moving on, the game was officially released globally on March 2nd, 2016. Along with this, legendary rarity was added to the game, and with it, Princess and Ice Wizard. They were the rarest 2 cards in the game, and people reacted with great joy when they were dropped from the chest. Over the next months, to the game were systematically added new cards and arenas, but for Christmas 2016, Supercell gave us a really good present, a clan chest. In a nutshell, the clan chest used to be a weekly event where clan members could contribute crowns by playing battles. After the time is up, the possibility of collecting crowns ends, and you get a chest as a reward. The more crowns you collect, the more cards you get from the chest. I got my first legendary from that chest, so it means a lot to me. I hope nothing is going to happen to him. Yeah, Clan Chest was replaced by Clan Wars in 2018, but I will mention that later. It's January 2017, and leagues have been just added to Clash Royale. Every month, depending on the league, you get a draft chest at the end of the season. With the leagues comes new cards like Heal and Night Witch. Night Witch was completely broken. She could solo defeat the Lava Hound and then almost kill the entire tower, but Supercell nerfed her, so it's fine. However, the case with Heal is completely the opposite. Heal spell at the beginning cost 3 elixir, but it was so bad that Supercell had to buff it to the 1 elixir. But guess what? Again, it was so bad that no one played it. Finally, Supercell came to the conclusion that the best way to repair this problem is to remove this card and replace it with the new one, Heal Spirit. Still, this is the least used spirit in Clash Royale, but it doesn't mean it's bad. We can find its use at the Elite Barbarian or Goblin Giant Sparky decks. Half a year later, in June 2017, we got 2v2 mode for the first time. 2v2 is a great way if you don't want to play ranked matches, or you just want to play with a friend and enjoy winning together. Before 2v2, you had to play 1v1 friendly battles. One came out happy, the other annoyed. And now, the 2 of you can enjoy the victory. But along with the 2v2 mode, we got 4 new cards. There are boring ones like Skeleton Barrel, Flying Machine, or Cannon Cart, but there is also that one boy, Mega Knight. He gets a ton of hate because he's so easy to use while being so powerful. Low-level players quickly over-level it and turn the mid-ladder into a hell of constant Mega Knight spam. At the same time, in the Clash of Clans world, there was an event where the builder that built our entire village got tired of constantly repairing broken buildings when everybody around didn't care about him, so he decided to abandon them. At that time, barbarians replaced his job. However, at the same time, there was an update for Clash Royale, which included a Mega Knight. players started to create conspiracy theories about whether the builder could have moved to the Clash Royale world and become a Mega Knight. Well, they are looking the same, and the concept of the card consisting of a knight in great armor would suit him. However, the developers of Clash Royale officially denied this theory that it was not him, and after some time, the builder returned to Clash of Clans and started to get more appreciated by the people in the village. Beautiful story. I almost cried. But never mind. Let's focus for a second. What do you think? What is the largest chest in Clash Royale ever made? A. Super Magical Chest. B. Legendary King's Chest. C. 12 Wins Grand Challenge Chest. D. Ultimate Champion Draft Chest. The answer is none of them, because comparing them to the biggest fish in the game should be a crime. Back in 2016, you could create a tournament for 250,000 gems with a chest with 15,000 cards as a reward for winning first place. Today, these tournaments are replaced with global tournaments, but apart from tournaments, do you remember the free chests? We were getting one every 12 hours. In October 2017, they were replaced by quests, where besides free daily gifts, you could accomplish specific quests to get points for the main prize. The better the reward, the more points you have to collect. The community liked this update, and many people consider the end of 2016 to the end of 2017 as the golden age of Clash Royale. It's funny to look back on now, because at the start, players were bad at the new game to such an extent that today's average player could easily beat a world champion. In December 2017, we got an update with a new arena, Magic Archer, and achievements have been removed from the game. But also, something even sadder happened. The popularity of the game started to gradually decline. This was the moment when the snowball started rolling, and the developers changed their goal from earning as many new players as possible to retaining as many players as possible, which contributed to the decline in the quality of the game. So let's look at how the story continued. In early 2018, the level system was reworked. They changed it to that all types of rarity maximum level was 13 level. In summer 2018, we got a big update that included 2 new cards, and Clan Wars replaced Clan Chest. Clan Wars had been highly requested by the community for years at this point, and Supercell finally delivered. Since its release, Clash Royale had an issue of being unable to create strong communities like there were in Clash of Clans. So with the highly anticipated addition of Clan Wars, many would expect a big influx of players back to Clash Royale, right? Wrong. No one came back, and the game seemed completely dead. Despite a declining player base, Supercell continued to make massive improvements to Clash Royale throughout the next year. Some of the cards were reworked over the last few years. Some were just a little moved in Photoshop. Some were completely redrawed. But the most interesting one for me is the Executioner, where in the original art, he looked a little bit creepy, so they made him happy. At the end of 2018, global tournaments arrives, allowing to emerge the strongest players without having to have everything at the maximum level. They replaced the previous tournaments in which you could make a 1 for 250,000 gems and the biggest chest in the Clash Royale history. Rest in peace, bro. We welcome the new year 2019 with a new arena and a new card. Nothing interesting. However, July 1st, 2019 can be called the official end of the certain Clash Royale era. Supercell added Pass Royale. The developers, after the decline of players, wanting to squeeze the last money out of the game, added a paid pass, which was really broken. The profitability of this pass was unimaginable, comparing what we can buy in a normal store for the same money, creating the illusion of profitability, which made more players tempted for this purchase. People who bought the pass incredibly accelerated their process of maxing cards. For $5, you could get 20 legendaries to any card you want. It destroyed the entire rarity economy, and that's when legendaries stopped feeling like they are legendaries. Back in 2017, you would jump from happiness if you got legendary from the chest, but today, you are just annoyed with the animation of the legendary that takes your time. Back then, you had to spend a ton of money to buy gems to buy chests. Next, you had to pray that you would get the legendary, and then pray that it would be the legendary you needed. As we conclude our journey through Clash Royale's nostalgia nostalgic history, it's clear this game has left an enduring legacy. Its success was so great that even people who are not regular gamers were tempted to download this title to their phones. Beyond its gameplay, Clash Royale fostered a global community, forging friendships and creating memories that will last a lifetime. As they say, what goes up must come down. Over time, people got bored with this title and started leaving the game, so the developers, wanting to earn as much money as possible while they still could, started doing everything to keep the remaining players, regardless of the quality or economy.